well under control. It was under 9 and it was well within their reach. The current rate at one stage was close to 9 and now it's down to almost 6.5. Right, Nasir Hussain, the man in form. Wasim with a slip. Right away rushes in with a bit of extra pace. Gets off the mark with a single. But just try and understand the plight that Nasir Hussain is faced with. That's his record. Best of 87 half centuries. But he's been in reasonable form in the current Hispanic BPL 2020-23. He comes in always at difficult times and never able to be himself. But instead it's a case of building and trying to survive first. Turn away behind square leg. And a good piece of work on the boundary. Couple of runs. They'll need to find a way of scoring. May not be boundaries, Mazhab scoring. May not be boundaries, Mazhab. But at least they need to keep pushing the ball. Knocking it around. Let's take a look whether the fielder actually pressed here or whether he was fine. No, I think he's fine. He is fine. I think yes. He's got rid of the ball. He's fine. I think he's fine. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, he did well there. Make sure his feet doesn't touch the boundary rope. Tangled himself though, but still he manages to beat that. Istaq has the fielder there. Yeah, good job there. Good job.
Yeah, I tell you that the modern cricketer has a great presence of mind. When it comes to situations like this, or catching, or stopping a boundary, or doing something on the field, particularly close to the boundary line. Very, very conscious of the fact. Not to touch the rope. Good. Very good. Timing is good as well. And the boundary that they've been looking for. After 28 deliveries of boundaries found by Dhaka.
They need to get the momentum. They need that boundary. Sweet timing there by Mohammad Mithun. Didn't try to hit that hard and placed it really well. Just rode on top of it. He's a very good batter. Experienced batter.
Short delivery. He'll find the fielder. They've got 7-8 runs in the over. They've got 2 balls to go. They're nowhere close to that record. They're nowhere close to that required rate. but it's a face. The Dhaka will, but it's a face. The Dhaka will, but it's a face. The Dhaka will have to negotiate very carefully. One will have to negotiate very carefully. One more wicket, they're going to get into a huge more wicket. They're going to get into a huge more wicket. They're going to get into a huge problem, or a partnership problem, or a partnership problem, or a partnership here. This pair batting up here. This pair batting up here. This pair batting up to about 13, 14, 15th over. To about 13, 14, 15th over. I think Dhaka will be in with a real. I think Dhaka will be in with a real. I think Dhaka will be in with a real chance. Right, the captain's on chance. Right, the captain's on strike. On strike. On strike. Dropping and running. Dropping and running. Good cricket, sensible cricket. Good cricket, sensible cricket.
But I think they also need to make sure they keep. I think they also need to make sure they keep that required run rate in check. That required run rate in check. If it goes to 13 or 14, and even 13 or 14, and even in the last 4-5 overs, in the last 4-5 overs, it gets really difficult. It gets really difficult. It gets really difficult. So you can see the required run rate now 10.43. Required run rate now 10.43. Yeah, the delay. Yeah, the dilemma for someone like Nasir who is in good touch. He needs to construct touch. He needs to construct his innings as well.
Well bowled, very good. Well bowled, very good comeback. Comeback. 10 completed at the halfway. 10 completed at the halfway stage. Dhaka 68 for 3. Borishal at this stage 20 runs ahead. Borishal at this stage 20 runs ahead. They lost a wicket. Lost one more wicket. And Dhaka dominators at the halfway stage. Chaturanga de Silva will finish his spell as bowled 3 overs for 13 runs. Got a wicket. Cleverly bowled, pace of the ball. You could see that he's looking to find. Some turn.
And Nasir Hussain making a big statement. In this edition of BPL. Been a fantastic leg here in Chattogram. We've seen Fans coming in. Fans coming in. Fans coming in. A holiday Friday today. Friday today.